Do you have a tax lien on your credit report? And is it dropping your score down? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you why that happened and what you can do to remove that tax lien forever. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I created the first software that allows you guys to fix your credit and put your credit repair experience into your own hands, guys. Before we get into the video, guys, I have one question. Did you miss me? Miss your boy. I understand that the boy has been gone for such a long time. I haven't produced any new content, but the boy has been busy. I've been busy being the CEO. The software in the business has been growing tremendously. I want to send a special thanks and shout out to everyone, all of the new supporters, all the new subscribers, all the new clients that has been using the software and actually been taking this tool and actually providing it and putting it into their own lifestyle and changing it for the better. Shout out to you guys. But in today's video, I have a banger. I have a banger when it comes to tax liens. So a lot of people is not given information on how to get tax liens removed, and I understand why. Tax liens can be kind of tricky when it comes to getting removed because there's not a lot of FCRA regulations that's afforded to you in terms of leverage like a normal collection, right? The tax liens are actually backed by the government. Now, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to possibly remove federal tax liens. So if you have a state issued tax lien, every state has different regulations, and I will have to do a video on every individual state to teach you how to remove it in your state. So this video is for federal tax liens. So if you have any federal tax liens, use this method first and foremost, okay? Now let me pull out my handy dandy notes. Now, first and foremost, this is kind of the best time. In the last couple of years, it's been the best time to remove these items. A lot of people in the credit repair industry have been straying away from tax liens for such a long time because until 2017, you wasn't able to remove tax liens on a credit repair report using FCRA misappropriations, right? So you, for once upon a time, you wasn't able to use the FCRA benefits to removing tax liens, but in 2007, July 1st, 2017, actually, is when some attorney generals and the Consumer Collection Agency have came together and basically put a new policy in place that basically back the public records and specifically tax liens for being reported. So with that being said, you have some baggage, you have some leverage to go into when it comes to tax liens now. So you want to use it. First and foremost, what you want to do, step number one, you want to look for erroneous items. Now, if you've been to any of my old videos, you already know how we already start this process. We already basically start the process by looking for any inconsistencies. You want to look for any wrong account numbers, any wrong dates, any wrong numbers, any wrong letters. Everything on your credit report has to be 100% accurate, 100% verifiable, and 100% timely. So you want to look for any misappropriations in terms of those three variables. You want to make sure that everything in your credit report is 100% accurate. So in this case, you want to go to the tax lien, see the credit bureaus that they are being reported to, and match up all of the information and put it into a bundle, right? You can line it up side by side, but for the most part, you want to have all of the information all in front of you at the same time so you can compare and contrast all of the information to make sure it lines up. If it doesn't line up, you instantly have a factual dispute to go into, okay? You instantly have a factual dispute to go into. When it comes to that, you want to basically screenshot that factual dispute. So if you have an account number that's wrong on Experian, but right with TransUnion and Equifax, you want to dispute with TransUnion, basically screenshotting the inconsistency that one particular bureau has from the other bureaus, right? That's what we want to do. So first and foremost, you want to survey your credit report on any erroneous items. You want to make sure that everything is congruent. You want to go through every individual item with every individual bureau. And that's the best chance of you being able to get the item removed, first and foremost, with that actual factual dispute. Guys, this is very important. Within the software, we was running the dollar trial. The dollar trial has unfortunately ran to a close. We're not doing a dollar trial anymore, but you can definitely get into the software. Right now, we're running it for $29.99, and all of the dispute letters and the technology that you need and the verbiage that you need within your letters are already in the software, guys. The software is very user-friendly. A lot of people are getting results. People are getting houses. People are getting cars. People are getting loads of funding. People are changing their lives with this software, guys. And if you're not taking advantage of it, shame on you, because in all actuality, a credit repair company is not going to save your situation. They're not going to change your lifestyle. They're not going to change your mindset, and they're not going to change your habits. Those habits put you in this position, right? Those habits put you in this position. You have to change those habits, but you're not going to change if you don't know better. In order to know better, you got to do better. In order to do better, you have to actually put in the work. And that's what the software does, guys. So first and foremost, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are disputing with a factual dispute. Okay, Quintel, what do you do if everything is factual? That's a good question, Quintel. What you want to do if everything is factual is go to step 2. Step 2 is trying to get the tax lien withdrawn, right? Tax liens go into two different stages. It go into stages of release or go on stage of withdrawing. The release of a tax lien is when you actually paid the rest of the balance off on that tax lien, and then they actually release that full payment to the credit bureaus, and then from that release date, you have to wait 7 years to get that item removed. 7 years to get the item removed. So guys, we never looking to get the item released. We're never looking to get the item released because no one has 7 years to waste when it comes to getting credit or funding, especially in 2021. So what we want to do is get the item withdrawn. Getting the item withdrawn is not an easy process, but it's definitely doable. It's the most accurate, it's the best, it's the most concrete way to get the items removed as fast as possible and not worrying about the item coming back. So getting it released, like I said, is paying the balance off in full, and they releasing it to the credit bureaus are released. Once that release statement happens, you have 7 years from that release date to get that item removed. To get the item withdrawn, this the bread and butter. Write down everything, get your notepads out, put on your school hat, put this information in the box because this is the sauce. Okay, to get the item withdrawn, what you need to do is go into either 2 stages. You need to go into the IRS and contact them for a program that is called the First Start program. The First Start program basically put your tax lien in a status of withdrawn after you have satisfied the program. The program basically puts your tax lien in a payment sequence where the tax lien is satisfied and you get the withdrawn. Once you enter to the program, you have 2 options. You can either pay the tax lien in full, or you can pay or you can make the tax lien payments in sequences, right? So those are the 2 options that you really honestly have. Now, if you do choose to make the payments, you still have to make the payment in full in terms of the tax lien in order to get it withdrawn. So you can't settle for a lower amount or anything like that. You have to pay the full amount, but you can pay the full amount in settlements, if that makes sense. So you can pay the full amount in different smaller doses, but you want the withdrawal notice early. So whether you go into a payment sequence or whether you pay the tax lien in full, you will get the withdrawal notice. Now, once you get the withdrawal notice, you have the sauce. All you have to do from there is go and dispute the information with the credit bureau and tell them that this item has been withdrawn and you should be good to go. A withdrawn tax lien cannot stay on your credit report. Now, like I said, before 2017, there was no stipulations for tax liens. So a tax lien can stay on your credit report for indefinitely, especially if the item has not been paid. So since 2017, you can go to the first step, which is looking for the factual dispute. And then the second step is trying to get the item withdrawn within the Fresh Start program. So you want to get into the Fresh Start program and possibly get a payment program going on for the full balance of the loan and get the loan paid off. But before you get the loan paid off, while you're making the payments, you have your withdrawal letter. So while you have your withdrawal letter, you send it to the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus remove the tax lien. Everybody's happy. Guys, if you found any of this information helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel, guys. In the comments, let me know any questions or concerns that you might have when it comes to your tax liens. And maybe I can customize a process where I can help you guys immediately in the comments. I try to comment to every one of you guys. Guys, I love you more than ever. Guys, stay safe and keep your credit in good health. Take care, guys.